Okay, so my creative setup to create an extra little breeding shed for the extra breeders that I have to get bred this season is in place. Boy, did I do some work yesterday. So, here's my babies. These are spring babies. And there is the canvas tarp that is dividing their cage in half. These guys are looking pretty good. I do have a few cold birds in here, but in large part they're looking pretty good. I do have one or two, like this little girl right here. When I caught her, I realized she's quite underweight. So, who else? There was this little gray-green guy right here. Is a little underweight. So still, and perhaps this guy right here, I have to catch him again and see. So still grappling with whatever it is that caused the failure to thrive. That seems to be working. If it's not an aspect of the French molt, it's perhaps a side effect of it that they caught some other illness. This guy right here has quite the terrible bite on the top of his head. Bloody enough and fresh enough looking that I think I might take him in and antibiotic him just to make sure no infection sets in. See how it's a pretty significant clot of blood. So that's the babies over there. And they got all their stuff down here, and they're just going to sit in here and grow while the adults take care of business. These are all spring babies, so none of these is over. Oh, I wanted to show you. None of these is over 4 months old. Ones that I have my eye on. This is Limey and Marine's accident baby. Look how tall he is. There's Bubba's boy over there. Again, a great big tall baby boy with beautiful mask, and he's only 4 months old. This little guy right here is Coco and Kobe's last baby. He's looking good. And my two grays. This is a little girl. She's not that striking, but her brother, the one that got bit on the top of the head, is a monster. And this little guy right here is Buster and Sky's baby, and he's all of a sudden growing tall and getting a mask. So those are birds I have my eye on. Oh, and of course, this is Katesh and Mercury's oldest baby, and this is their youngest baby. She's weird. She's probably mixed with a clear flight pied because she has a large pied spot on the back of her head and way too much coloring for a recessive pied, so I probably won't breed her. On the other hand, this little guy is beautifully marked for a recessive pied, so I'm definitely going to be going forward with him. Okay, so that's about it for right now. Oh, and the other one is this little clear flight pied over here who's putting on size hand over fist, and that's his sister that he's sitting with. They're both beautiful big babies. So quite a few that are showing a lot of promise, but you can never tell with these chicks. When I'll look at others and say, eh, and then one day I'll come out and they'll be amazing. So this is the empty space. I'll take the perches out, and I'm going to put a stack of cages against that wall and a stack of breeding cages against that wall. I'm hoping to get 6 or 8 cages in here, which will greatly relieve my breeding. So why am I in such a big hurry to get these guys bred? The French molt needs babies to thrive. The disease, adult birds catch it and get over it too quickly and too easily. So if there's no babies around, it fades away. So one of the best ways to control French molt in your aviary is to only breed seasonally. So I'm not going to spend all winter breeding. I got to get these guys bred and then break them down so I don't give any more babies to the French molters. So we have some set up in here. This is my little girl with her messed up eye. So I'm doing a fertility check on a lot of these birds, and Seal is one of them. He is Rainbow's son by Buster, and I worry about the male fertility in that line because I've never had a male that produced anything out of 3. So I'm checking them. So he's set up with her to see if we get some fertility. His nephew Pewter right here is Sky and Azul, no, Storm and Azul's baby boy. He's set up with Jigsaw's baby girl, looking for babies there. And his brother, who is Rainbow's grandson, also is set up down here with Azur. No, with Maya. And we're going to see if we get any fertility there. So those three are going to prove for their line or not. Other birds that I have in here that I'm doing fertility checks on. This is Artemis, who's very excited to be sharing her life. Artemis is the blue girl. She has awesome feather, beautiful mask. I set her up last spring and she never laid an egg. She is really excited about being in here with Linnaeus, who's very virile and has been running around out in the cage out there breeding with anybody who'll let him. However, her excitement seems to be a little aggressive, if you will. One of the things I've read about is birds, hens specifically, that have a lot of feather and mask like a male bird, have too much testosterone and don't breed well. So maybe that's what's going on here. I'm not sure. But we're going to find out. She's in here to see if she'll lay an egg this time. This is Sprite up here. His Fluffy aged out. And he's pretty old too. So this is a breeding check for him to see if he's still fertile. He didn't get bred in the spring. So he's in here with Moss, who is Haverty's baby girl. She's a year old, and she's just not at all sure she's interested. So they are not in and out of these nest boxes because the nest boxes are blocked off. They have a, if you look at it over here, you can see it has a card, a file card taped to the front of it, because I wasn't quite ready for them to get in them yet. Let's see, who else is in here for a fertility check? These guys, this is Key Lime Pied and Fern, and they fell in love while they were getting treated for diarrhea, so they're back in here to breed. As you can see, they're very cozy. Key Lime Pied is a 2016, which makes him pushing 4 years of age. This is not really a fertility check. I've never bred, that is Hemsworth and Cyan. Cyan bred to Poseidon last year and gave me 2 beautiful babies. She's a little shy though. She's afraid I'm going to get in her box and mess with her, so she tended to let her eggs die while waiting for me to get out of the breeding shed because she'd abandoned the box out of fear. But she got over that last time, and these 2 are happily going along, but it does take her a while to settle, so I'm starting them early. This is Limey and Stella. Stella is Jester and Sky's baby girl. She's a 1.5 years old now and has never been bred before, but I'm sure she's fertile. The fertility check in this pair is Limey because he is 3.5, 4 years old, and he's had some health issues, so we don't know if he's actually fertile or not, although he did claim her as his mate while they were still out in the flight cage, which usually indicates they still got something going on. This is Jester and Sky's baby boy, Jigsaw. He's the pied. And this girl, I got her cheat from a guy that said she was infertile, and I said, well, define infertile for me. What happened? He says, well, she didn't make any babies. I'm like, yeah, but there are 2 birds involved in making babies. So did she lay eggs? He said yes. Did they have shells? He said yes. Did they have yolks? He said yes. The male was infertile. So I set her up last time and she laid soft eggs because she was calcium deficient. So she's had 4.5, 5 months of R&R, and hopefully she's stocked up and will be able to perform this time. So, but it's a test breeding because she didn't last time, and she's been defined as infertile before. But so was Cyan, and she gave me 2 beautiful babies once I figured out what was going on with her. Okay, and the last pair in here is these 2 who are staring at the front of that nest box. They know there's a nest in there somewhere, but they can't figure out because the card is covering the door. This is Neptune and Mist. Mist is a 2016. Again, that probably puts her at about 4 years of age. And we're going to put them together one more time and see if she'll produce just a few more of those beautiful babies for me. So that's who's set up so far. I'm going to fill the makeshift breeding shed over in the other flight today, and then I'll show you what I got.